Yeeeee Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Herbert on first down now. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing the tone for this one.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And taken right at the 35. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play fake. Mayfield. This one complete to Christian Kirk. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. Under pressure, they got him again. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Brings up 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Chargers, nothing. Joey Sly is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mayfield. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Aaron Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's got a man complete and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
17. Chargers 7. Michael Badgley.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Mayfield on play action. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone, but was in the wrong spot for the QB.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Open man is Trey Burton. Touchdown, Chargers. Trey Burton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Paris Campbell, 55 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Sly on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 24, Chargers 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And this is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Herbert back to the air. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 50, here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On first down, Justin Herbert eluding the pressure right. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. John Johnson with the INT.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Mayfield looks to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
2nd down and 3. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He's going to let this one go deep.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Herbert off of play action. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. final play of the half. Mayfield. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Second and 7. Here's Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well. And they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
They go play action. Mayfield. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Joey Bosa, his second sack of the night. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now here's Ross. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Chargers 21.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He finds his man complete. That's Fields. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. He completes it to Jones. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Chargers' 35-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Fields. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield.
A check down here to Jones.
Touchdown, Browns.
Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Sly set to boot it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert.
And incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone.
Touchdown! That's caught.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Herbert. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7 brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Michael Badgley for the Charger field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mayfield to throw.
Able to find Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. reception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time, Mayfield on fourth down. And he's got a man, it's the tight end Howard, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Mayfield. That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And he got it. The kick is gone, and a fantastic finish here on a Monday night. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Browns, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.